All right, so let's begin first with a few games that have dropped to new lowest prices. And we have Dead Space. This is from last year, early last year. Really good remake of the original game from 2008, I believe. And this has almost 89% positive rating on Steam. The price has been dropping a little bit every few months, and we are now down to 70% off. So this new price was on the 13th, and this is now 70% off. $18, 900 in India, 15 in the UK, 24 in Canada, 18 in the Eurozone. I don't expect this to drop any further during the coming summer sale in 2 weeks. So if you were interested in getting this, I would feel comfortable buying it right now, because so soon, so close to the sale, they're not likely to drop it further. Otherwise, there'll be some backlash. Also, I've noticed some bigger publishers tend to do this like a week or two before the summer sale. They tend to put their games on sale just to probably get in some early sales, I guess. So, Dead Space, very positive, good price, worth checking out, I guess. Next is the Ascent. So this is a cyberpunk co-op twin stick shooter style RPG game. I played this a few years ago when it first came out, and I played it single player and with a friend in co-op. I enjoyed this game, very fun in co-op. Has a lot of customization with weapons and your character and things like that. The story isn't the best, but the world was excellent. There's a lot of detail in the environment, and it runs well and has good mechanics in terms of shooting and exploration and things like that. So I really liked it, and it is now 80% off for the base game, which is down to $419 in India, $599, $499 in the UK, 8 in Canada, 6 in the Eurozone. And the game has about 73% positive reviews, mostly positive rating. Yeah, if you like your games that you enjoy with playing with the controller, twin sticks and stuff, then you'll enjoy this one. So yeah, cyberpunk top-down shooter basically. Next is another recent game, came out towards the end of 2022, and this is Scorn. Scorn is a first-person horror with puzzles basically. And I remember there was a little bit of drama when it launched because people were not expecting puzzles. Initially, everybody was hyped because of the horror stuff, looked pretty impressive, but then when they saw puzzles, they were not so happy. Either way, game is still pretty good, 75% positive rating. And also, it has the old regional price despite it being a fairly new game. So one of those games that if you were interested, I would suggest you pick this up before they jack up the prices. Because every week, every other week, I notice something has increased the price regionally. So this is only $10 at a 75% discount. Also on a new low, by the way, 234 rupees only in India, 8 in the UK, 11 in Canada, 10 in the Eurozone. Now, next we have a bit of a classic, well, not really classic, but a game from a few years ago. This is Cuphead. So Cuphead was quite a big deal when it first launched. I remember when I started my channel, it was the Savior 2017. Early in the year, I had started the channel. So this was one of the big talking points in that year, simply because it had a very amazing art style. And also, it was very difficult. It was a game known for its difficulty, a difficult platformer. So it's inspired by the cartoons of the 1930s. Excellent game. Now, early on, my criticism was this game never went on good sales. However, with everything else becoming expensive and these guys still sticking to the old prices, this is actually a very good deal now. Overwhelmingly positive game, 95% positive rating on Steam for this one. And this is quite an affordable game to begin with, only goes on 30% discounts, but even then it's only $14 and less than 400 in India, $395 only. So if you want something well crafted, let's put it that way, definitely check this out. £10 and 49 pence in the UK, 15.39 in Canada, 13.99 in the Eurozone. The regular viewers on my channel are probably sick of me mentioning this game, but this is a fantastic game and it is 90% off. I'm talking about Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. On top of this, the new game has come out. I've seen some mixed responses to that. It is also very expensive. This one here, they're still on the old regional price. They never bothered updating it, at least for us here. And it was already cheaper than the US price. The new one is actually more expensive in India than it is in the US. So with all of that, this game is less than 100 rupees in India. $3, 72 rupees, 249 in the UK, $3.29 in Canada, $2.99 in the Eurozone. Next, another game that I like quite a lot, and I played it last year, even did a few streams. This is State of Decay 2 Juggernaut Edition. So we got the recent Xbox showcase and they showed off a little bit of State of Decay 3. We didn't get too much information, but it looked interesting. However, I really had a great time playing State of Decay 2. And also this is on the old regional price, so it is quite affordable, has a great open world, several maps actually, and overall just a very fun game. They also do regular updates to this game, so we are still getting updates all the time. And the other thing that is a little worrying for me is Xbox has just recently updated the prices for all their Gears game. So the Gears of War 5 game and Gears Tactics games, those were very cheap regionally in India, but now they're like 4 or 5 times more expensive. This one is still on the old price, so if this was something on your radar, maybe pick it up before they announce more details for the third one and then increase the price. Anyway, so this one is less than $10, $9.89 in the US, $3.62 in India, $8.24 in the UK, $13.19 in Canada, $9.89 in the Eurozone. I'll probably link one of my streams here I did last year, so if you want to see what the game looks like, you may get a better idea of the gameplay. Next, another very cheap game. This is Grip Combat Racing. So high speed, this reminds me of games like Redout and things like that, even though you are on land with 4 wheels. But yeah, it looks pretty fun, and it is also very, very cheap with the old regional price. So another game at 90% off, $3.69 only, $2.49 in the UK, $3.39 in Canada, $3 in the Eurozone. Most of the DLCs are different cars and stuff, I think. So you probably don't need it, but yeah, very cheap game. And before I go, wanted to mention there are a few humble bundles currently available. I have covered most of them, but we still keep getting new ones. So there's the latest one is like a family-friendly bundle called Outfits, Adventures, and something, basically for your kids who are at home during the holidays. But the good bundles, I would say these 3 bundles here. You have the IGN Live at Home, Future Games, Discovery, Tiny Build. These are good value bundles. So if you have a look at this one, this is 8 items for 25, including stuff like High on Live, MechWarrior 5, things like that. So I'll put the links below, and yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. See you next time.